Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. This is a highly requested video from several of you, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about 6 ways that I am currently working on to reduce stress and anxiety in my life. Let's get started and talk about it. I will say, first of all, many times when I have things that is stressful, cause me worry, angst, and all of that, a lot of times I do some things that are wrong. Number one, I sometimes shove it under the rug and don't deal with things and think, you know what, it'll take care of itself, right? Like that ever happens. Or number two, I talk about it without any plans for any kind of action. And then the more time I talk about it, I cause everybody else stress around me. I actually wrote this down. Talking about your stress and your anxiety doesn't help. It makes it worse. It grows the problem unless you come up with some kind of action plan. And that's on things you can control, okay? So what are some things I'm doing? The first one for me is most important. And by the way, these things I'm doing may or may not be a good fit for you because each of us are different and some of us handle things a little differently than other people depending what's going on in your life. Okay, the first is for me, and I've been really good about this, I avoid watching or talking about anything that causes me stress. I don't do a lot of watching of the news, nothing against watching the news. For me, though, sometimes I get little nightmares from it, and, you know, I can sometimes make things bigger than they are in my mind and worry about worst case scenarios, and that isn't good for me because I have to concentrate in taking things day by day and doing what I can in my own life and just taking life as little baby steps, you know, and then plan along the way as well, okay? And so for me, talking to people that are what I call alarmists or extremism, anything like that, I avoid. I'm kind, I'm friendly, but I basically kind of keep them at, you know, arm's bay, if that makes sense. So that's number one. Number two, I spend time every day doing something I love. Obviously, I love being on YouTube with all of you. I love doing my product demos and helping valuable guests. I absolutely adore reading, and I will spend time every day reading. Like I might be doing my project management, and I'll have an audio book playing in the background. It just calms me down. I really enjoy that. I enjoy cooking and baking and always having meals prepped. So I spend time doing something I enjoy every day. Number three, I've been really consistent with the morning routine. It's not really long, but I do some morning stretch. I've been doing positive affirmations. I started doing stretches while I'm lying in bed too. And then I also have some prayer time, and I spend some time every morning taking time to do like a little small morning routine, and I set my intentions for the day. It really helps me a lot. Number four, letting go of obligations where I feel like I need to do things, and I've been doing less of that where I feel bad if someone doesn't have something they need. Letting go of that and taking care of me first, that's a big one for myself, okay, and which kind of ties in with number 5. And, you know, I've told all my family and friends, hey, if there's something I can help you with, let me know. But basically, I'm letting people take care of themselves and staying in my own lane. Now, number 6 is kind of a longer one, but I'm going to explain it. One of the things I did, and this has probably been the most helpful, I have a book, it's this little planner that I got at the Dollar Tree for $1.50, but it has, you know, notebooks and things that you can write in the back. And what I did is I sat down and I wrote down all the things that I feel have caused me stress. And what I did is I wrote down an action plan of what I can do about it. Like one simple thing that causes people a lot of stress, and it's really something they can control. Sometimes people will run late for appointments and then they're in traffic and they're stressed. Well, what can people do about that? Well, you can get ready the night before. Hey, you could even set your alarm for 30 minutes before and leave the house 30 minutes early. That would be an example of something small that you can do, okay? I also get stressed out if I have to make any kind of change, you know, because I'm nervous that I worry about the worst case scenario that I'm not going to like the change, but sometimes you have to do things. For example, I knew it was time to switch over to a new CPA. I knew that there would be some little nervous changes because, you know, I had to get set up in their system. But one, I know, and I have to remind myself about this, Anything that requires me making a change causes me stress. But many times, once I've made the change, I'm a lot happier once I make it. So what I did is I wrote down a list of all the things that have caused me stress. And then I wrote down an action plan of how I'm going to handle these items. So I want to keep this video 5 minutes or less, so let me ask you guys a question. 2 questions. Number 1, what are some things that have caused you stress and what are action plans you've done about it? And number 2, would you guys like to see a video of some of the things that have caused me stress and how I actually handled it and what are the action steps I took to take care of the situation? Let me know if you want to see a part 2. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, appreciate you, and I sure hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye, everybody.